Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Personal Finance Made Easy. Today, we'll be going over personal financial plans. We will be reviewing what a personal financial plan is, the benefits of creating a personal financial plan, and the components of a financial plan. First, let's review what a financial plan is. A personal financial plan is a plan that specifies your financial goals and your spending, financing, and investing activities that are intended to achieve your financial goals over time. It is also a plan that outlines risk management strategies that will help protect you against uncontrollable events such as death and disability, and what will happen with your financial assets when you pass. Let's look at the benefits of understanding what personal finance is and how managing your own personal financial plan can benefit you. The first benefit of understanding personal finance is about making your own financial decisions. By increasing your financial literacy through financial education, you'll be able to set financial goals, understand and develop the components of your complete financial plan, and the actions you might require or take to achieve those goals at each step of the plan. The second benefit of understanding personal finance and perfecting your financial plan is your improved ability to judge the advice of financial advisors and choose the right one for you. You will not only understand the things they talk about, but you may also know of options they aren't considering. In order to select the right financial planner for you, please watch our video on choosing a financial advisor. Okay, now getting into it. Let's go through the components of a financial plan. Component 1, a plan for your budget and tax planning. Budget planning is defined as the process of forecasting future income, expenses, and savings goals. To do this, you must evaluate your current financial position, including your assets, liabilities, and net worth. See our video on net worth to get an overview on what these concepts are, as well as our definitions playlist for specifics on assets and liabilities. Then we will look at the life stages in which one should have a financial plan for, as each stage brings its own unique characteristics and circumstances. Pre-career, ages 0 to 22. This is a great time to establish good money management habits. Here's when you learn what savings is, what spending and expenses are, and the dynamic between saving and spending. This is also a time to learn about what credit is, including what credit cards are and the best way to use them, the wrong ways to use them, and what a credit score or credit rating is. Most importantly, this is a great time to establish a good credit rating. This can be done through simple things such as having money in savings accounts, using credit cards responsibly, and paying for monthly personal bills like cell phones and automobiles. These concepts can be found in our videos linked below. Early earning, ages 23 to 30. This is a great time to start the pay yourself first rule, a simple concept in which you take a percentage off the top of every paycheck you earn and put it into a savings account straight away. By paying yourself first, it ensures you are putting money away for the things you want to save up for versus trying to salvage scraps after the fact, when all other expenses are paid for and you've had fun spending. A common rule of thumb is 10% of every paycheck, but shoot for the highest amount you can safely take off the top for savings. Other important goals in this life stage are managing debt and balancing your savings goals. The smart money habits you developed in your previous stage with credit cards will extend here to other forms of debt. Check the description for a video all about debt. Lastly, you should start to build your investment portfolio by starting with one of the best low-risk options, a mutual fund. Mid-earning, ages 31 to 44. This time is when many people may have or raise kids, meaning it's a great time to consider RESPs. You should also be investing in RRSPs or IRAs or 401ks at this point. These are investment instruments made for retirement that you pay into throughout your life and then receive payouts after retirement. It's also important to have an adequate amount of life and health insurance, a will, and a power of attorney at this time. These are all topics that can be found in our Wills and Estates playlist. Many people have accumulated an array of assets and liabilities, including debt, that will need to be taken care of in the case of disability or death. In addition, many people may have spouses and or kids, and planning for them is an important consideration in your financial plan. Lastly, you should now be looking into your pension plan at work, or looking into an independent pension plan if your work does not have one. Prime earning life stage, ages 45 to 59. This is the life stage where many make the most money as compared to all other life stages. Here, you should ask yourself how much you need to save. Are all your debts paid? Since these are your prime earning years, paying off debt before you retire is of utmost importance, since post-retirement doesn't offer much in the way of cash flow. Do you have job security? Are you likely to stay in this job until retirement? Since you'll most likely be making the most money at this time, you should be focusing on paying off all of your debts and saving as much as you can for retirement. Job security in these prime earning years is important for these big money goals. Lastly, you may need to look into elder care for your parents, something that can be surprisingly expensive for some, depending on the care your parents may need. This can be a significant factor and a large change to your financial plan, and is not something that should be overlooked when planning. Retirement life stage, ages 60 to 74. To many, it might seem like this is one of the less important life stages, but in fact, it may be one of the most important. Here, ask yourself as many questions as possible about post-career cash flow. What are my RRSP and IRA or 401k maturity options? At age 65, your RRSPs will be converted into RRIFs with a minimum withdrawal. It is also important to review workplace pension benefits at this time, account for all of your assets, and identify your retirement income distribution patterns. What do you expect from government programs? Finally, what happens if a spouse dies and how will that affect your finances? Post-retirement life stage, ages 75 and up. This is the last life stage in a plan for your budget and tax planning. What are your RRSP and LIRA maturity options? What is happening with your wealth management? Who is managing? How will it be managed? And when are wealth generating assets to be cashed, sold, or gifted? Most importantly, this is the time for extensive estate planning, if not already done, and the time to finalize your estate plans. Ensure everything you have is taken care of and will be taken care of after your passing. As you can see, the first component of a financial plan is expansive, and there are many questions you'll need to ask yourself and mull over. We're going to cover the next components in our upcoming video, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss them. Thanks for watching, everybody.